Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Keeping It Real Conversation Show with your host, Camila, aka Sunshine. It is Friday, March 8th, 2024. We are excited to be here in the land of the living. It could have been another way, but God saw fit that we would be here this evening. Please let somebody know that we are live on the Facebook page, Sunshine Camila. We are live on the YouTube channel, which is the name of the show. Please like, share, and subscribe. We are live on Twitch and X, formerly known as Twitter. You don't want to miss this conversation at all. As I state, I believe in 6 degrees of separation. You're literally one person away, one advice away, one help away from where you need to be in your destiny, proven over and over again since 2020 when I started this show. Also, I have some of the dopest, and I mean dopest, guests on this side of heaven. Tonight is no different than any other night that I've had on here. I get so excited when I get to have a conversation with another human being. We find out in these conversations that we have more in common than we are different, and you won't know that until you have a conversation. So tonight, I'm excited for this wonderful soul singer. Yeah, that's what he say. Soul singer. Travis Drake is a singer, songwriter, and actor from the D, not Dallas. Let me correct you right now. It is Detroit. All right. He recently starred in Heart Productions' One Sleepy Night Detroit musical in December of 2023. He auditioned for Motown's Museum's Amplify, the Sound of Detroit singing competition, where he was. Let me slow down so y'all can hear me very clearly. He was crowned the 2022 Artist of the Year. From this triumph, Travis has performed on multiple stages throughout the city, including Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. He's open for artists. Let me get ready. He's open for artists. Is my glasses clean or not? Like Phil Denny, Will Downey, Mowers Day and the Time, The Four Tops, and Otis Williams, and The Temptations. His singles "It's Over" and "It's My Time" are currently streaming everywhere, and I say everywhere. His latest release is sure to turn up any occasion with Party, a hip-hop and R&B infused banger for the summer. Also available on all streaming platforms, with a highly anticipated EP slated to release near the end of this year, 2024. Travis James is destined to be Detroit's next rising star. Put your hands together. Stand up all around in the building. Open your mouth. Scream to the top. Welcome to the show, Travis James.
Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you for having me, Sunshine. What up, dope?
I should have an award for the best introductions. I promise you I should.
Come on, intro.
I can't help myself when I get to learn more about these human beings that we have on Earth. Okay. Tonight I got to have a conversation just to let y'all know he is not single. So don't inbox me no more. I know it hurt y'all feelings. I know. It's okay.
So the streets was talking. You put the flyer up and the streets started talking like, who's this guy? Okay.
What? Dude? Huh? So I'm just letting y'all know, people, he's not single. I asked him earlier, and he told me he was in a relationship. So you guys, it's okay. You still can support though. I still want you to support.
Yeah.
Because all is well. Yeah. So I got a chance to dine with him, have a good old time.
You did.
And it was supposed to be a birthday celebration. a private birthday celebration, but it ended up being something more than that. I was so glad that not only was I invited to this private party, but the atmosphere, the food, we were the entertainment. There was no other entertainment, but we were the entertainment. The who's who of Detroit was able to grace this party, especially if you're in the entertainment world, if you're in film, if you're in music. I mean, they were there.
Mm-hmm.
I got a chance to rub elbows with this young man. We were probably one of the
first three.
First.
Yes,
Three.
He was the early birds.
Yes, that's me. And we chopped it up, and my target was someone else that just came in and sat down. And I said, and by the way, what you doing? What your schedule look like?
Right.
Because I'm gonna need you on my show too. And this is how we are tonight.
Yeah.
When I tell you this young man and Nikki Jones.
Shout out to Nikki Jones.
It's not too many people that can handle a Rick James song and Tina Marie song.
Oh, yeah.
I got the videos of these two going at it for no apparent reason.
No apparent reason.
They just want to sing.
Just because.
There were a table in the other room having a conversation. We all in the other room listening to the jams like, hey, what's going on? Where the karaoke machine? Nobody ain't even bring the karaoke machine. But however, we started our own karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
And these two sang, what's that, Fire and Desire?
Fire and Desire.
With no music.
None.
They both probably stood up in their graves like,
who that is?
Who
singing my song?
Who hitting every note? Like, what's happening here? I'm just trying to let y'all know what type of vibe this young man. I'm gonna even do this one for you. So, Blessings, he says, let me scroll on down here. Travis _soul singer.
That's it. That's the handle.
That's him.
Facebook.
All social media. All.
IG. Yep. All social media.
Yeah. Y'all gonna hear him tonight. Y'all gonna hear him tonight. Y'all gonna hear him tonight. Again, Travis James is in the building. We're gonna go from the beginning of your history, honey. When did you know? What age? I mean, who said? I mean, that you was him.
Said, we going back. I gotta say, my grandma was my biggest cheerleader. Literally, somebody who told me even when I didn't know what was happening, I was literally like one of those kids, one of those people who was like, no, I was singing at like 6 or 5 or 6 years old, probably earlier than that. But from what I can remember, I definitely was singing about 5 years old. And when my grandma said, you got something, I was like, okay. Because I had my first solo in the church, grew up in the church, that's the foundation. I did my first little solo, and it was Yes, Jesus Love Me. I remember being nervous. Yeah. And then I got a standing O. And I caught the bug. So that's what it was.
So normally I don't do this, but since we got, I'm gonna make you sing twice.
Here she go. Okay.
I'm gonna make you sing twice. So you can get together in like 2 minutes, and then later on I'm gonna make you sing again. Just because I think they need a taste of why I'm so hyped on Travis James, right? We stated that in your bio, Detroit's next rising star. I don't believe there's a next. I believe there's a now.
Come on.
There's a now. There's a lot of things that are missing in our world that has to go back to where we come from.
Yeah.
I purposely said that this year, 2024, I was going to focus on this show of being and presenting Black love. Not only Black love in couples, but also showing those who love what they do and why they love what they do.
Right.
And we have to go back to the village. That's what my people are called, my fans, or what we do is called the village. Why? Because the village is what brought us to this point now. I might be a little bit older than you, but the village had the music. The village had the we outside playing in the fire hydrant, the snowmobile, the bookmobile. Everybody and their mama was watching you when your parents was gone. You thought you was getting away with stuff. Oh no, Susie down the street saw you and called your mama already. We go back to those times when you would literally have 5 whoopings in one day. Why? Because you know better. Your grandma gonna get you when she find out. Both your parents gonna whoop you. The person who found you doing what you was doing gonna get you too, and whoever else. You had permission to whoop your kids, right? We go back into the neighborhoods of if I needed a cup of sugar.
Yeah, that part.
With a cup of sugar, but if I needed a cup of sugar until I went to the grocery store,
go knock on the door.
Go next door and see if they got some and can I borrow some until Friday, and then I'll get you a whole bottle or a whole bag for yourself since I divvied into what you have. Well, Motown was a big part of sharing the love.
All the love. That's what it was about.
And because of who you are and what you won and where you're going, we want to show enough what love sound like and what love looks like. Okay. So I saw a picture of Mr. James in the suit. And I was like, whoa.
Watch out now.
That's what we grew up on.
Yeah.
Suits. Yeah. Pursuing love. Not just assuming that you was gonna be with somebody, but no. You was pursuing love.
Yeah.
And
you dressed like you was going somewhere.
What? And you was trying to meet somebody, huh?
Come on. Absolutely. Yeah.
I couldn't tell if you was in the church or
come on.
Was you on the corners trying to, huh?
Come on.
But however, Mr. James had that look, right? And so it made me pay attention because I had to sit up like, okay, he might be young, but what he got to say?
Yeah.
I'm listening. I've been talking for 2 minutes now.
Okay.
Is you ready?
What you want me to sing?
It don't even matter. It don't. I done told you you're gonna sing twice. So you want to do a hard song now, or you want to do an easy song? What we doing?
Well, I thought you were segueing to Motown. I had some Motown prepared. You know,
okay, let me do that.
About
then.
love.
Okay, hold on, hold that. You trying to do my job now?
Oh, okay, my bad. My bad. I'll let you do your thing.
Think that's okay. All right. So, singer, songwriter, actor. This is who he is. This is what he does, and he good at what he do. And he loves it so much that I want the world to know who he is, not just Detroit people, not just Michigan people. I don't want the limitation on where we come from. No, right. I need the whole world to know. I want him to sing so good that it gets back to Tank, it gets back to Jay Valentine, it gets back to Vito, whoever. I'm saying names tonight because I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
stand on it. Okay. Um, that you understand where love comes from, what love does, and how to portray that for people to pay attention, not only by how you dress, how you move, but also those vocals. Is a
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So we're gonna skip around. I did have one sleepy night musical, but I'll get back to that. So
Okay.
we're gonna go into the Motown, the
Okay. Talk
Sound of
about it.
Detroit competition
Yeah,
that somebody didn't even want to do.
I didn't, and it
So
happened
let's
to
go
be.
ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, this situation right here. Yes, Motown Museums amplify the sound of Detroit singing
Mm-hmm.
competition. Was one of the greatest experiences of my life. And as you said, it was something that I didn't want to do. I had auditioned the year before, didn't get through, and the next year later, one of my best friends hit me up and was like, "Yo, that competition is coming back. You need to sign up for it." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I got time because I seen it was like a month or so before the deadline." So I'm like, "All right." A couple weeks went by. Long story short, she came back to me. Big shout out to my bestie Misty. She said, "Yo, you need to do this competition. What you waiting on? Like, are you crazy?" I'm like, "Yo." So I seen that the deadline was, I can't remember the exact date, but it was in September, and uh, we had to submit 3 videos. Video under 2 minutes about who you are, your bio, and then they gave you the option to do 2 full songs. Now, when I auditioned the year before, it was like 30 seconds of a song.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they wanted to hear. So that year, they gave us the opportunity to hear a full song, to audition a full song, 2 of them. And so I literally was like, all right, skip it. Let me just do it. Realized that the deadline was the next day at 12 noon. So I knew I had to go to work the next day. So I was literally up because I'm a stickler too. So it's like, all right, that video don't sound right. I don't look right on there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, let me word that differently. Blah, blah, blah. Let me hit this note differently. Blah, blah, blah. I was literally up to 3 a.m. and was able to submit that video. Got through. Got an email said, "Hey, congratulations. You are 1 out of 56 folks." I'm like, all right, that's the semi round. Then I got another email saying, "Okay, we narrowed it down. Congratulations, you're the top 10." I'm like, "Oh, shoot, that's dope. Let's get it." So, man, I'm telling you, this again has been literally one of the greatest experience of my life, because during the process, so for those of you who don't know what Motown, this competition is about through Motown, is through a hub from Motown Museum called Hitsville Next. And what Hitsville Next is all about is looking for emerging artists, musicians, singer, songwriter, poets, to give them a platform where they can actually thrive and be successful. And they have a lot of different programs. They got summer camps. Through this competition, through winning this competition, I was able to do summer camps with with young children from the ages like middle school and high school, teaching them about music and the history of Motown, and just helping them with like artist development, what we got while being in the competition. And so it's been a journey, and I'm just grateful. Literally, shout out to Motown Museum, shout out to Hitsville Next, everybody over there, Robin Terry, the CEO and chairwoman. They doing big things over there, and y'all need to stay tuned for it. Yeah.
Well, we're excited that they saw and heard something that eventually caught my attention again. Um, Being in the room, um, he started singing. He was sitting down. He was like,
Right.
He had to get up.
And I wasn't singing. I was humming. I did something like, Like just something random.
Nikki started singing, and it was just like, oh, are we going there? And it was a great performance, not even rehearsed, nothing. And it was just like the whole room stopped just to watch them two. And Nikki Jones is also a professional singer who has her own show as well. And I met Nikki through Perilous Times. I've had Nikki on my show. Nikki had me crying on my show because of her anointing of her singing. And to see them, like I said, I have the videos. I'll share some later. Of that wonderful night that we had at Maddie's birthday
Madison Coates. Yeah, shout out to Madison Coates because it was her birthday party. Madison Coates, singer, actor,
writer.
Yeah, everything.
He's awesome. Maddie's movie out on Tubi right now, Family Divided.
Yeah.
I need you guys to support that as well. She did an awesome job, and I met Maddie through Perilous Times. So we was in the front holding down the altos. So again, thank you for the invite. I would have never met him if
thank you, Maddie.
If you didn't have a birthday. So since we got that part out of the way, here's part one of Travis James singing whatever he wants to sing about love.
Okay.
You on, and the mic is on.
All right, let's get it. This is real nice and sweet. This everybody know this. I've got sunshine.
Is that me?
On a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my girl, my girl. I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. I got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my girl, my girl. Yeah.
You better sing.
A little something about love. Speaking of Motown. And you know what? Speaking of Motown Amplify, the new top 10 artists from in and around the city, they are actually going to compete live at the Music Hall. The Music Hall, March 16th. It's hosted by Dougie Fresh. With I just found out yesterday that Kiera Kelly will be one of the judges. So I'm excited about it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's going to be a surprise something that has something to do with me singing something, maybe. So yes, it's a ticketed event. Tickets are only like $20 on Eventbrite, and they're $25 at the door. March 16th, the Music Hall, 7 o'clock. Dougie Fresh, Amplify the Sound of Detroit. Make sure y'all go check it out.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear the people in the worlds and the cries of the crowd. They're
going crazy.
They're going crazy. Girls are fainting and things of that nature. God.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell the security guard to go over there and help her up, but he wasn't paying attention. So, yeah. So that was amazing. Of course, we all know that famous song, and the simple fact that you embody that. Again, we said earlier, if you just now tuning in, that he has opened up for people that are household names. Okay,
Yeah.
Temptations, huh?
Temptations.
Four Tops, huh?
Four Tops. Four
We know
Tops.
these. We know these folks.
Yeah.
Our parents grew up on them.
Yeah.
Our
Grandparents.
parents grew
Mm-hmm.
up on them. So if you hear anything about Motown, those are the top names that you hear. Temptations, of course, Diana Ross, the Supremes. You, of course, Mike. We
Mm-hmm.
can't forget Jackson 5, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You can't miss Smokey Robinson. You
Yeah.
just, when you hear Barry Gordy,
Maybe. Yeah.
you definitely know there's Motown. Now, we had it rocking here in the city until they decided to move, but
Yeah.
however, the museum is still here and
And
has
it's
been renovated.
yes. There's a $65 million expansion of the museum that's happening. It's going to be a state of the art um, theater where folks can come. I'm just excited about it. It's going to be sweet. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they break ground next spring. Um, but yeah, Motown Museum is where it's at. Y'all better get hip. And you know what's crazy? And I'm gonna say this because I'm just like any Detroiter. I'm a lifelong Detroiter. Like I'm Detroit to my heart.
And I still ain't been.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. And I felt a certain type of way because I'm like, when we take it for granted
Yeah.
because it's right on the boulevard. We know the house, we know the history, but we haven't really, a lot of Detroiters, born and raised, have yet to actually go and visit and take a tour. It's so much history there. And I encourage everybody, if you're listening, when you watch this, I'm telling you, go book you some tickets, take the family, take everybody you know, and go to Motown Museum. Now is the time because when that expansion comes, man, ain't no telling. Like it's so many opportunities that they have for artists. Is going down. So don't take it
Yes,
for granted.
I have to definitely get there, as again, assuming because I am from here that, everybody talks about Motown. Why should
Yeah,
I even go?
yeah,
Um, but again, when the moment comes, you want to not only support, um, but also there's history,
yeah.
where people travel miles to come
Mhm.
here
I'm
to
telling you.
have the experience of Motown, to have the experience of Detroit.
Yeah,
I don't mean the outer city. I mean literally
the
Detroit.
inner city. Yes, Detroit.
So again, um, for those who are here, those who want to come visit Detroit, that is one of the spots I encourage you, even for myself, to go and experience for myself. Now that we've heard him, now you understand why there's such a love for what he does and how he present himself as one who in love, shows love, and knows how to portray that in what he does on a regular. Um,
Mhm.
December of this past December, he was. What was your role in One Sleepy Night?
So One Sleepy Night Detroit is a new musical production. That was the first conception of it that we did in December, and it's about a story about it's a Christmas story, not just about the birth of Jesus, but it touched on a time where it went from modern day to back in Bethlehem times, and it just talked about the challenges of family and love and during the holiday season, and it had like a biblical twist. So the role that I did play, I was in the Bethlehem days. I played Balthazar, one of the three wise men, and it's a comedy. I was one of the ones who had a lot of the comedic little parts, but it was a good story. It did well. We were at the Garden Theater for 3 nights, and then we had our grand finale show at the Music Hall. So it was real dope. Big shout out to Heart Productions and everybody that was a part of that. John Sloan was the director. awesome guy, man. Just everybody was dope, and that's how I met Maddie Coates, Madison Coates. Yeah.
Absolutely. I stated that your gift will make room for you. So prior to you going to Motown, how long was it before um, that opportunity? How many years have you been singing?
I've been singing like all my life, but singing as a career, I tried. Um, you think of your favorite artists. At least for me, I did. I think about, I love watching documentaries. I love everything about music. I love everything just about history in general. So I love watching documentaries, and I used to love watching like True Hollywood Story, behind the music, and you would hear these artist stories and stuff. And many of them started, at a time where it was like a talent show or something like that. Somebody called a big break, and in my mind, I thought that that's how my journey would go. And so I did the American Idols. I did the Diddy's Making a Band. I did those. I did a couple local um, talent shows and got some experience, but I didn't get where I thought I was going to go. And but it really shaped me and literally molded me to be who I am today, because again, your gift will make room. That's a heavy but real realization. And uh, I just thank God just for just the experience and just being where I am now, because it made me who I am.
So for those who want to like really be in the career of music, what does it take to really live out your dream?
Believe in the dream. Believe in whatever you have. I'm telling you, because everybody, I don't care what field you're in, what gift or talents you have, there's always somebody that's going to have something to say in a negative way to try to deter you from that dream. But I just believe that if you believe in your dream and you really hone in on your gifts, hone in on your craft, like can't nobody get in the way of it. Period. Like I found myself allowing because I looked at other artists and local artists. Detroit is a melting pot full of talent. And it's almost so hard to get noticed, or if don't nobody know who the hell who oh I'm sorry, can I cuss on nobody sorry, don't nobody know who the heck Travis James is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to work hard, because Detroit, we're a tough city, and it's okay. But I just believe in, no matter what anybody thinks about what you sound like, what you look like, whatever your gift is, if you believe that gift and you really hone in on your craft, can't nobody tell you nothing. Period. And I had to get to that point. I had to get to that point, and when I did, my confidence went up, and it made me better as an artist, and yeah, made me better as an artist and as a person.
So in this journey, did you take professional vocal lessons?
Yes and no. So again, I started in the church. So when people hear me, and that's why I go by the name Travis Soul Singer oftentimes, and it just kind of stuck, because it's like I always heard people say, you sound like church. You got like soul and grit, and I could be singing, a Brian McKnight song or Joe, and you hear church. And so it just comes from, just me growing up in the church and having, those solos, growing up in the choir. Those were my musical teachers. And as I got older, while I was in that, you have those vocal lessons. You know how to, you're taught how to take care of your gift, take care of your vocals, do certain exercises vocally in the church. And then, but as I got older, and being a part of certain projects and stuff, even with Motown Museum with their artist development, they have folks like Deanna Johnson, who's known throughout the city for what she do um, as a vocal coach and a singer herself, and she's currently working at Motown Museum as well. Shout out to Deanna, because she really helped me, really like get my vocals together. And I'm bad with like really, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm really bad at like doing warm ups, like, or like really like just, just getting your voice warm and stuff. I'm like bad with that sometimes. Like, yeah, but don't tell nobody.
We won't. We won't say nothing. I think also with I had to sit down with one of very prominent producer, singer also. And he was like, I love the tone of your voice, but I would recommend that you take vocal lessons. So when we hit the booth, you are super ready.
Yeah.
It was never now I would say years ago I would have took it personal. Because again, you sing in church, you do this, you do that, like what you talking about? Like what you saying? But it was more so like I get it. One of Detroit's, well, around the world vocal coaches, Shirley Smith and Pam English. They were the vocal coach and vocal director, music directors of Peerless Times. And when I tell you, they brought so much out of me in that time frame that I didn't even know I was capable of doing. So just imagine if you really had the one-on-one time to really hone in, like you said, on your gift. Who knows? My first audition, they were like, you sing soprano, right? And I'm like, no.
I'm alto.
I'm all day alto. What you talking about?
And sometimes
like, no. Right. She was like, no, you're really up there, but you're a lazy singer. And I was like, I'm not sure how that's supposed to go. Like,
yeah,
is this good or bad?
Right. Yeah. Are you coming?
Yeah, like, wait, I just met you, ma'am.
Right.
But I understood, there's more. And with them type of caliber people, they're always going to push you.
Yeah.
And so it's very appreciative of understanding who you are, understanding your gifts, and also understanding that there's always more to you that sometimes you don't even realize you have until a professional might come in and say, okay, there's more. Let's dig. Let's, and I will say all this to say as well is always be open to receive. Because sometimes we think we have arrived, or we have, some level of success that you feel like you can't take any criticism or any other education from anyone. Hey, I won, I did this, I did that, and you can't tell me nothing. Well, yeah, good luck on that.
You know what? One thing I just thought about meeting Otis Williams of the Temptation, the original member, still here on Earth, still kicking, still touring. We had a sit down with him a couple months ago, and one of the things he talked about was just that, don't get so big, so much, excuse me, so much so that you have arrived and that deal, so to speak, because he said the reason why he has sustained and made it, in the business is because, he not only remained humble, but he was nice. There's a lot of people that you can run across that's not nice, that's not, that's not respectful, and they'll look at you up and down like, who are you? And it's just like, even through all that, even if you encounter people like that, stay humble, because it's all about your head and your heart. What's in your mind and what's in your heart. So I was like, okay, we came to see you, Otis. That's what's up. So I would say that same message to anybody, because I'm still, I hate to say up and coming, but I'm still making my way. You know what I'm saying? I'm still making my way, and I'm going somewhere. So y'all be on the lookout.
And it's the good thing too, like, why I get so excited about learning about new humans is because you understand it's important for us all to be different. Everybody doesn't have the same thing or sound the same, or even the pathway that we have been given to be successful. Everybody's pathway is different, and having these honest conversations and being transparent is what gives hope to others to keep doing it. You might get some doors closed in your face. You might not get this role. You might not get this audition this time, but it keeps you going to say somebody eventually is going to say yes. Somebody, because you don't know what they're looking for. And I tell this story also. Auditioning for Perilous Times was my first official audition. I was the first one. Well, yeah, I was the first one there. And we still had to wait a while before they started actually calling us back. I didn't know what to expect. Was I nervous? Of course I was. Was I scared? No, but I was nervous. The lady that went in before me was a professional gospel singer, recording artist. And so we're in the hallway. We can hear everything. And so she in there blowing. I'm sitting in the chair and it must have went across my face like, and you want me to do what?
Right.
After that?
Go behind that? Yeah.
What? Huh? Are y'all listening to what I just heard? So the guy that was holding our pictures and our information to go in the room, he said, just calm down and be yourself. And what stuck out to me in his conversation to me was, you don't know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And be yourself. Don't worry about who's before you, who's after you. It doesn't matter. When you go in, it's your time then.
It's your time. Yeah.
You shine and leave it there. Well, she left out the room, walked down the hall, and I'm like, I already knew who she was. I was like, okay, come on in. And, you know, they were asking me, like, who are you? We knew who the other person was, but who are you? And my hair at the time, if you know me, I love hair color. At the time, my hair was green. And so they was like, wow, that's nice. You know, like you were brave to, I don't care. I love color. And so I told them who I was, sung the song. For me, they didn't know the song. And so that's like, well, I need to go higher in the song in the octaves to see how far, you know, your range is. And I'm like, in my head, I didn't practice that. I practiced, you know, like where I'm gonna do the runs, where I'm gonna go all, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know another song? And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't practice that. And she was like, well, we just need to see your range. So I end up going up 6 different times in this particular song until I start cracking. And I'm thinking, what in the world is happening? Because I didn't practice this.
Right.
I'm supposed to hear this imperfection. Like, I don't know what I was supposed to do and all the way I was going to go and all of this stuff. And you got me up here looking. And so I couldn't tell by their looks on their faces, did I do good or did I not?
Right.
And, you know, at the end is when she was like, well, it was good, but, you know, you're really a soprano, but you just a lazy singer. And I left, and I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I got this or not.
Right.
So
Did I get it? Did I get the role?
It was weeks later when I got the email saying congratulations. And I'm like, to me, it was the moment of, as they always say, you know, always be ready because you never know. But not to be scared to even try something different because, again, I didn't practice that. It went forth, I got it, and from there, it was another stepping stone in my pocket to say, hey, I did that.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling what's the next thing that I'm going to try. And I end up getting the bug of what's next. I got something to do. What's the next thing I'm going to do? Like, I'm good. I can do this. I can do this and I can do this. And every audition, every role or whatever I was doing, it was totally different from the last one. So I'm still learning myself in the things that I didn't even know I could do. Still learning. So I want to also say for people like in entertainment or whatever that you're in, never get to a place like we have talked about, like you have arrived. There's still things and you don't even know that you're capable of doing. And so that part was amazing to me. And I love that even you're trying. We come from church, and church can be very hard. If you can conquer a church crowd, you can pretty much do anything.
I'm telling you,
we're so critical, especially with like as if everybody in the church that comes to church is supposed to be able to sing. That's
not true.
That's not the case, but that's what we be thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and it's not the case. Yeah, so.
And if you Black, you supposed to be able. You're supposed to be able to sing, and you're supposed to be able to cook.
Yeah, one of the two in the church, and then you got to preach.
So
that's another one.
We know that is not always the case, but however, I appreciate that the fact that you were able to try on someone telling you, look, try it, go, do it. Having somebody, again, the importance of the village to push you when sometimes you don't see it yourself, but somebody else does.
Yeah.
Somebody else is living through you.
Yeah.
They might not have the courage or the boldness and confidence to go try it. But because I know Travis will and Travis can, I'm going to push Travis, which is an extension of me, to say, hey, wherever you want to go, I'll help you get there.
Yeah.
I'll help you get there. So I usually on this part have two words: uplift and empower. What does that mean for you?
Uplift and empower. To me, it just means that wherever you are, in whatever stage in your life, you always want to get to a point where you're not, even if you are down, there's a moment where you can pick yourself up and be empowered to move forward and complete whatever goal, whatever task you set your mind to. Uplift and empower is something to stand on, something to look forward to, and something to be about to others. You want to be able to uplift people. You want to be able to empower and inspire others. And I think everybody has a purpose. And I think when you find out what that purpose is, it'll come so natural. Like for me, I used to, and I'm not going to go off the subject a little bit, but I used to get I used to feel a certain type of way because I used to sing at funerals a lot. I'm like, everybody would call me, like, somebody asked me to sing at a funeral today, actually. And I was just like, I'm sorry, but I actually have something that's going on that day. And it took somebody to tell me, like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, I understand, like, but you don't know what your voice does and how it uplifts people in that time, whether they're feeling happy, whether they're feeling sad. Your God has given you a gift and a talent that is able to uplift people and wherever they are, and it's empowering. So it's like it's amazing just to see this these two words right here, because it's like, dang, like it means so much to me personally.
So. Yeah, especially in speaking of funerals, that is a tough crowd because there's that moment there might be at their lowest.
Yeah.
It's a difficult moment to see your loved one or the person you knew, laying there, or their picture, and knowing that you're not going to see them no more on this side. You want to hear that right song or that right message to say, to give me hope to get to tomorrow. And, sometimes it's, I don't want to hear Amazing Grace for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it could be something else that gets me to that point. Like I think it was a song. When you hear my horns blowing, basically it's my thing to I made it.
Okay.
Or two wings, I'll fly away, or something, and total praise. Then one of those.
Yeah, one of them.
Everybody sings that.
Yeah.
But you want them to be in a better spirit than they came when they first was there.
Absolutely.
And a singer, whoever has been chosen, whether it's a choir, whether it's you have to be connected, that you can't be so involved in this or feeling like it's about you, and it's not. You are being used to help the family, to console in their time of need. The last one is what we call the balanced life. What does the balanced life look like for you?
Balanced life. I am balancing the hell out of a life right now. Like, it's a lot. I do believe the importance of compartmentalizing, especially as artists. Life be life. And I think that it's important to be in a space where you actually compartmentalize and have things here and take care of things here. And, I work for Detroit Public Schools Community District. And it's like you come across kids, that look just like you and come from the same neighborhood. And I tell them all the time about just having a balance, you know what I'm saying? But for me, as an artist, I've had a hard time doing that at one point, because while I was on the high of being a part of the Motown competition, my cousin was killed. Two of my cousins was killed. Found out that my mom had cancer, and it's just like that whole thing had me messed up. And I still had to go on TV. I still had to go on stages to perform while I was balancing life over here, and balancing being a father, and balancing my 9 to 5, impacting other kids' lives, and still putting on this face. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's important to not only compartmentalize those things, but get some rest. Get some rest. Like, and I'm saying that to myself even right now. Get some rest, Trav, because when you realize who you are and what God has given you, the world needs you. The world needs you at your best. And so whatever it is that you do, I think that you should definitely have a balanced life, for real.
Off camera, we were talking about that. I literally, because I was ripping and running after work. After work, I take a nap. I'm 46, and yes, I take naps, and I love them.
I take naps too.
Because I realized that even doing this is part of ministry for me. And it takes a lot out of you. So by the time I'm done with this, it's like I've preached the whole word, and okay, I need to replenish myself. So what I do is, after work, I go home and shut it down, take a nap. And then by the time it's ready, close, get up, get yourself refreshed, get yourself together. I don't want to slight anybody from getting all of sunshine. You want to be at your best when you have these conversations. Most of the time, again, 85% of my guests I have never met in person. But for you, I did meet you in person. But however, most of my guests I have not met in person. So that first impression is everything. And I don't want them to get a tired sunshine when you could have got the best of sunshine. No, I need to rest. There's the wife life. There's I'm a daughter that helps my mom. There's ministry. There's I do this, and I do other stuff for myself. So again, there's not a dull moment. I'm always busy.
Yeah. And
It's
you're
just
always on. It's like you're
you're
always
always gonna go.
on. Yeah.
So and doing rehearsals and doing all this other stuff and still trying to have a heart to help people. So you have to get rest. You have to eat right. Let me
Yeah.
say that
That
again
part.
for the people in the background that y'all don't see. So
Yeah.
you have to eat right. Guess what? You can't be at your best if you're not eating properly. You can't be your best laid up in a hospital or on all of this medicine. Hello, somebody. Am I talking to me or am I talking to me? Again, I feel the preacher coming. So anyway,
Come on. Come on.
those don't you do it.
Come on.
Don't you
Say a word, sister.
don't you do it. Anyway, I'm not about to. You have to relax. You have to rejuvenate your body. You have to tune in, turn it off. As a creator, it's hard to shut your brain down because while you're sleeping, your brain is still going, trying to get to the next moment of what's next. What do I got to do tomorrow? What do I got to? I done skipped the whole day because my mind is already. I can't even enjoy the moment because I'm still worried about tomorrow. Well, the words say, "Don't you worry about tomorrow," right?
Yeah. For tomorrow, worries about itself.
It ain't promised, first of all.
And it ain't promised. Yeah.
And second of all, what you worrying about? Are you in God's hands or are you not in God's hands? Like, what you?
Yeah.
Huh? So, I need everybody to just slow down, slow all the way down. Drink you some water.
Drink you some water.
I need to get some water. I just drunk all mine, but drink you, and I'm gonna go country. Drink you some water.
Drink ye all of it.
All of it.
Yes.
I need you to tell the people they need to hear. Exactly. That's what we need. You can't an awesome singer. You got to make sure that you're all the way. Let me say this. Come on. Yes, Holy Ghost, I hear you. I'm going to need you to get your mental together.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing in a world with a whole bunch of spirits.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to get it together. Because you go around other people who need you. I'm going to need Travis to have everything together. Because we don't want whatever spirit he dealing with to come off on me.
Absolutely. Right.
Because spirits transfer. Did y'all know that?
They do.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we need everybody to get it together. As you can see, he's in his bedroom. As you can see, I'm on my couch on purpose. Because this is where God talks to me a lot, on my couch, in my counseling session, on my couch. We need to talk. Some of us, yes, Holy Ghost, I sense a lot of people holding a lot of things in.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to be Superwoman and you don't have to be Superman. You can say no.
Yeah.
Let me say that again.
That part. You can say no.
You can say no.
Yeah.
They'll find someone else. Trust me, they will. They will find a way. You're not the way. That's a word right there. You are not the way.
Because he said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. All right. No man. Okay. All right. We ain't about to go there. Yeah.
I thought it, but I wasn't going to say it. But however.
You thought it. I said it. Yeah.
Drink you some water.
Drink you some water.
Get you a nap.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the thing that we used to fight as kids is the thing that's going to save you.
Ain't it? Ain't that something? Now, that's a word right there. Seriously.
It will. A nap. Get your whole attitude together.
Get it
Mhm.
together.
And I want y'all to understand that whatever you do, don't do it without God.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Don't do it without God. He know the best way, and we already said he is the way.
That's right.
Don't do it without God. If you're tired of hitting your head, if you're tired of being ran over, if you're tired of just being sick and tired, I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, don't do it without God. You see how some of all these musicians and singers have been lasting for so long?
Mm-hmm.
Give it over to God. You still look young. You don't look like who hell then what?
I messed you up. Life gonna
What?
beat you
You
down.
don't have to turn to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop preaching, but I'm trying to save somebody tonight.
Somebody gonna hear you. You helping somebody. Yeah.
Um, get out them toxic relationships. It
Mm-hmm.
don't mean you no good. We talked about love.
Yeah.
We sung about love. Well, I didn't, but he sung about love. Get back to it.
Mm.
If you gotta be by yourself. I
Be
almost
by
spoke.
yourself. It's okay to be in a position where you're you're by yourself, and when you're by yourself, you're able to meditate. You're able to reset. You're able to, figure things out. And if you are of a person of faith or spirituality, like really tap into who you pray to, because God is everything. You can't do nothing with. I can't do nothing without him. And if
Me
he
neither. I
listen,
tried it. It didn't
listen,
work out.
I done been a part of some toxicity. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no good. For real.
The crazy things we do for love, right? The
Yeah.
wrong love, okay? Now we
Yeah.
get in our focus in the right love. Now just imagine what can happen for us.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
But it's not all about what you think. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Hmm.
you thought you was gonna hear just Travis talk about Motown. You
Yeah. That's
you
what they
just
thought.
thought that you ain't know he had a faith base and that he loves God. You
Hmm.
didn't know that. I bet Motown or nobody else was gonna ask him that.
Hmm.
But see,
Yeah.
I am one of them people who love the totality of a person, not just for
Oh
what I
yeah.
know them for.
Oh yeah.
And because he has been open and honest, you'll see him in a different light because of it. You
Hmm.
know, his victories and his triumphs is because of God, not just him and his abilities.
Right.
So, yeah. So, you ready for song number 2 before I end this show?
What I'm singing. What I'm singing. Ah, they like this guy. So I got a single out. It's called "It's My Time,"
Mm-hmm.
and I wrote it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like an inspirational song that just basically talks about um, believing in yourself and knowing that you have the ability to do any and everything that your mind and your heart tells you. It's called
Mm-hmm.
"It's My Time," and it go like this. Streaming on all platforms, by the way. So real simple. It says, "Would you believe if I told you that I didn't think I'd ever get close to being where I am and the man I am today? It took a long time to get here, 'cause I was unsure, living in fear, listening to what people say and what they thought of me. But I could never doubt myself no more. Got my head up, found my confidence for sure. Oh, it's my time. Sky is the limit, I'ma reach the top. And I'ma keep going and I never stop. The sky is the limit, I'ma reach the top. And I'ma keep going and I never stop. Mm, mm, mm. Cause it's my time. Yeah, yeah. Would you believe if I told you that I'm ready? Yep, I'm ready, I'ma show you. Got my feet on the ground, gotta stay on the grind. Nobody weigh me down. They said I never ever make it. Mm-hmm. 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 But I could never doubt myself no more. I got my head up, found my confidence for sure. Oh, it's my time. Yeah.
Good job. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, he is Travis _ soul singer on all platforms. Again, I want you to support him in all his endeavors. He's an awesome person, an awesome singer.
Thank you.
We bless him for everything God has for him.
Amen to that.
Everything is in seasons. And I believe this is your season. This is your time to go forth and live out your dreams. Certain things happen for a reason, to not only make us better, but also see other people clearer.
Yeah.
That needed to be gone.
Yeah.
So again, this is your season. Just keep your head down. I don't mean in a negative way, but keep your eyes focused on what needs to be done. Don't turn your head left or the right. But again, as we stated tonight, don't do it without God.
Oh, yeah.
Don't go without God.
And
I'm going to say this. Don't go if God don't tell you. This is the season the enemy is out for keeps. Don't do.
Yeah.
Don't go without God.
Don't go without God.
I'm done preaching tonight. I'm done.
That's the message today. Don't go without God.
Don't do it. As we said, like the nap is your saving grace. God, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I have some church announcements, so y'all get ready. Govern yourself accordingly.
Govern yourselves, everybody.
Y'all know what that means, so don't play. The doors of the church is closed right now while we doing announcements. Ain't no tiptoeing out, going to no bathroom.
Ushers hold the door.
Ushers, get on the door, be on your assignment.
Get on your post.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
My
first announcement, Sister Sunshine wrote her first book.
Come on now.
The Blueprint Guys Design. It is on Amazon. You can put the title in, this wonderful code that you see, or you can put her name in and it will come up. Yes, it's $20. But it explains the journey of those who went before God.
Come on.
It didn't work out for them. It didn't work out for me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to tell you, don't go and don't do without God.
That's right.
Yes. If you want to continue to see this platform get to the next level, yes, I want to be on television. Yes. And so we can bring talents like Travis James to the big screen. Yes.
Come on, big screen.
You can cash at me at Sunshine Camila, Kamilah. Yes, sir. That's it right there. And I thank you in advance. Yes, Sister Sunshine, do. Yes.
Yeah.
Tonight's conversation has been sponsored by Blacktop Streetball Association, BTSBA.com. Are you wondering who this is? And you should. Well, if you remember And1 and you remember Main Event, It's his company.
Sweet.
That's my heart, my love. Yes, it is. Out of New Jersey. He will be coming out as an owner of the street ball. So they're doing something different this time. So I want you to go to their website, be a part, and see what city they're coming to first. Because yes, they're coming out again. This time as owners. And we're not letting nobody come in and snatch from our culture.
I know that's right. Yeah.
So yeah. If you know of a person who's doing great, who's doing awesome and positive, whether they're having new music, books, movies, whatever, they have a story to tell as far as surviving. It does not matter. The age does not matter. It's not about being black either. I want you to inbox me. If they're young, doing something positive, trying to help people get to a whole nother level, give us the insight, give us the education on how to just live a better life. Inbox me on Facebook, Sunshine Camila. Inbox me on IG at any account. I will definitely get back in touch with you. You can email me. I'm still old school. I would give out my address for those who still write letters, but yeah, never mind.
Never mind.
Crystal P just was on yesterday, celebrating 20 years in entertainment, more than eyes can see. Saturday, March 16th. Oh my God, it's the same thing as yours.
Yeah, I love Crystal P.
She is awesome.
Yeah.
She was here last night, so if you want to see that conversation, go on to the YouTube channel and actually see what we talked about yesterday. Saturday, March 16th at 7 p.m. for Community and Performing Arts Center, 15801 Michigan Avenue. You can go to her site and get your tickets. You've been asking me. Well, before I get to that, Shamanda Dutton, who is my coworker, awesome lady, awesome director, awesome writer. She just launched her live website at leftoften.shopify.com. You can order t-shirts, buy her book, Nesting for One. Let me tell y'all about something. It's amazing when God will actually put you around people that deal with the same thing that you're dealing with, which also gives you faith to say, hey, if they made it through, so can I. Right. This couple were dealing and conquering, going through the battles of infertility. Most people like, hey, it's just but if you really have a true desire to have children and you can't at the moment, because God already said what he said, you're just waiting. It could be a thing. And so we're just believing God, continue to believe God, that story will change. And in the meantime, you're following them in their journey of this to actually give somebody some hope that if you want children also, that you too will be healed. This is also Nesting LLC is a collaboration with Married to Film, which is her and her husband, Ralph Dutton, YouTube channel. Please go there. They do live reviews of your famous movies and TV series, and they're really funny. So again, go to their YouTube channel. And you've been asking me, what is your next project? Well, here it is. Shamanda Dutton has written an awesome play. When He Speaks stage play will be Saturday. Put it in your book. Saturday, April 20th. Dinner and a play. Tickets are only $25. If you just want to see the play, it's $10. I am also narrating, I'm singing, and I'm actually acting in this. Yeah, but when I tell you, you will see yourself in this play. The church is going to be God's Oasis, where Pastor Mike Vaughn and Lady Vaughn are the pastors. Location 17350 Willington Avenue in Roseville. Again, those tickets are $25 for dinner and a play. Tickets go on sale this week. So if you want tickets, definitely inbox me. Vendors are still needed. More details will come next week. And as I stated already, tickets are already on sale. Again, these have been your church announcements. Please govern yourself accordingly. And we love you. I will be back on Tuesday with none other than jazz pianist Demetrius Neighbors. And on Thursday, hold that thought. Let's find out who I have Thursday.
Say, don't you just love Thursdays?
Yeah, something about that. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Thursday. Oh, wait, is that the right Thursday? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. So Thursday, I will have Javon Long on again, who is an awesome actor. He's out in Atlanta right now for a part in a movie. So I'm so excited about that. So we'll have part 2 of our first conversation. Again, if you're interested in what me and Javon talked about before, of course, go back to the YouTube channel and find Javon Long and see what we talked about. Again, on Tuesday the 12th, Demetrius Neighbors. And on the 14th, I will have Javon Long again. So again, stay tuned. Please go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Please help us, the village, get viral. Okay, can you do that for me?
Let's go.
This has been your church announcer, Sunshine, and the host of this wonderful podcast. Thank you, Travis James. Any words for tonight?
Any words? Listen, just believe in yourself. Strive for excellence in all that you do. Nobody's perfect. But I think that when you keep God first, all things are possible. And so I thank you, Sunshine. Sunshine, blue skies. Thank you for having me on your platform. Thank you for having me on your show. And I'm looking to come back and have more conversations.
Absolutely.
Keeping it real with Sunshine.
Why wouldn't you? Okay.
Yeah, come on. Okay. We family now.
Yes, absolutely.
When we met. We became family when we met. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So again, I believe in 6 degrees of separation. You are literally one person away, one advice away, one help away from where you need to be in your destiny, proven over and over again since the start of the show in 2020. Again, hopefully I will see you back here Tuesday with Demetrius Neighbors and on Thursday with Javon Long. All right. See you soon. Peace.